Everyone, my name is Senisha Beckford Benjamin, one of the members of Group 8, the Analytical Observers. Tonight, we will be presenting on the topic, the importance of reflection and observation in the early childhood setting. Presenting with me.
Hello, I am Charmaine Foster, a member of Group 8, the Analytical Observers.
Hello, my name is Karen Knight, a member of Group 8, the Analytical Observers.
My name is Tiffany Reed, a member of Group 8, the Analytical Observers.
Observation is the oldest and best method of learning about children. Observation is an effective method for monitoring and assessing young children. Before we go any further, first, let's define what observation is. Observation involves watching, listening, capturing, photographing, and documenting what children do and say as they play with peers, interact with adults, and engage in everyday activities. Observation provides critical analysis of children's growth and developments. What does observation really entail? Frederick Froebel, the father of kindergarten, posited that early childhood educators should observe children to learn how they think, understand their interests, and recognize the importance of play in their growth and development. In this like manner, theorists such as Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky also implore educators to observe the way children manipulate and make sense of the world around them through play and social interactions. Raphael, 2011. Consequently, observation is essential as it allows educators to record and track progress, identify and make well-needed assessments of children.
Without a shadow of a doubt, we know that observation is paramount in every child's holistic development. As such, two major roles that teachers play as it relates to observation are documentation and reflection. Documentation. Accurately make notation of what you observe the child is doing. This collection and recording of observed behaviors is necessary for two reasons: accountability and verification. Accountability. This is really confirmation of the observation. Verification. This allows for affirmation of the observation. The second aspect is reflection. This allows teachers to take an in-depth look on their teaching practices and make the requisite changes to their pedagogy. What reflection really does is allow us to meet the needs of each child by making the requisite changes in how our lessons are delivered, in name and term, to make tailor-made lessons.
Through observation, educators are better able to understand the children in their care, analyze the skill sets that they have mastered, and identify areas that needs more development, while assessing the child's strengths and weaknesses. Take for example this scenario. With a ratio of 40:1, in a classroom that is near the entrance of the school, with several major distractors. For months, young Joshua has been withdrawn, daydreaming, and non-responsive. Staring at intervals steadfast at his teacher gave her the impression he understood instructions. However, during activity, his comprehension of the subject matter was lacking. Having analyzed Joshua's issue, his teacher decides to not only observe Joshua, but every student in her class. As such, she decides to ensure that she uses a student-centered approach as her first strategy by ensuring full participation, thus improving his or her functional level. Secondly, to reduce daydreaming and non-participation, the teacher can eliminate distractors by changing her classroom floor plan. It is within this context that use of planned and unplanned observation to assess the child's individual needs and make the requisite changes. Ward Gardner puts it this way: rather than being imposed on externally, at times during the year, assessment ought to become part of the natural learning environment as much as possible. Maxwell G. 2001. As such, the use of incidental observation. This is where unplanned opportunity emerges to observe the child in the context of the classroom activities, where the teacher observes some aspect of the individual student's learning. The preferred method, however, is planned observation. This involves deliberate planning of an activity for the teacher to observe specific learning outcomes and so make changes to her pedagogy.
Observation techniques acts as a basic and fundamental method of getting information about anything. Consequently, as a group, we have concluded that during our practicum experience, we have used anecdotal observations event time sampling, and running records to assist with observation of children, the classroom environment, and parent-teacher interactions. Raise Learning Early Childhood Services 2011 affirmed that an anecdote is a short account of a particular incident or event of an interesting nature. This technique was used in observing events that took place in the classroom environment, as it captures the specifics of what happened, when, where, how it happened, and what was said and done. Event time sampling was the technique used in observing our parent-teacher interaction. This technique is a collection of data or events of a person over a period of time. MacLeod 2015 states that in the case of event sampling, the teacher decides in advance what exactly she wants to find out, what she is interested in, and focuses on that behavior, then make recordings. Running records is one of the most popular methods of recording observations, and this was used as we observed children during practicum. With running records, the observer is required to provide a detailed narrative of behavior recorded in a sequential manner as it happened, and is not limited to a particular incident. Raise Learning Early Childhood Services 2011. This, we found, gave us a more fulsome understanding of behaviors, so we were better able to intervene.
In concluding, observation utilizes 4 core sequences. These are, but not limited to, subjective, objective, assessment, planning. Subjective. What is your impression of what happened during the time that you observe? Objective. What did you actually observe? What are the objective behaviors that anyone could observe? What behavior did you observe that led to your subjective impression? Assessment. Based on what you observe and your impression, what conclusion did you reach? Are further assessment needed? Planning. Given what you know, what would be an appropriate plan for the student or patient? What should be done? What could be helpful? Thank you for viewing our video. We hope that you were able to gain more knowledge having viewed it, and you will make the necessary application as you engage with children and families in the classroom. Thank you.